Welcome to the WAG Sports Podcast.
Woo!
We have an exciting episode today. It's just me and Finn, but we got a national championship that's about to drop. Alabama Roll Tide against the Georgia Bulldogs.
Woo!
Two powerhouse SEC teams, and it is gonna be a fun game. Betting odds right now for that game are Georgia is a 2.5 point favorite with an over-under of 51.5 points combined between the two teams. I'd hit that over because it's going to be a lot of scoring. I know Georgia has a good defense. I know Alabama held Cincinnati to 6 points, but I mean, they're Bryce Young, Heisman Trophy winner. They're going to ball out. Both teams are. But obviously, we got bigger things to talk about. Week 18. How about those Seattle Seahawks? I know we ain't in the playoffs, but let's play a little bit of spoiler. They beat the Cardinals by 8 in a 38-30 victory. And the Chiefs and the Broncos. Chiefs, it went a little too long, but I mean, Chiefs win 28-24. They do not get the first round bye for the first time in a while. Cowboys, hate to say it, but shout out Eagles making it to the playoffs. But yeah, Cowboys kind of just take down the Eagles on Saturday Night Football, 51-26. Lions beat the Packers. I mean, that doesn't really mean anything because that's just meaningless. Packers had already clinched the first round bye. And then the Colts choked. We're going to talk about that more later, but they lost 11-26 to the Jaguars. They just need to. It's easy. You win, you're in. But I mean, the Colts, they can't win in Jacksonville. They just can't. They've lost 7 straight road games in Jacksonville. I mean, come on. Football team beats the Giants. That is the most meaningless game of all time in a 22-7 fashion. Bears lose to the Vikings 31-7. Another meaningless game. Titans beat the Texans in a thriller. They clinched the number 1 seed. Another thriller was the Steelers and the Ravens. I watched the end of this game. You kept thinking, is this Big Ben's last drive? It might be. It goes to overtime. The Steelers get the ball. I think, no, they didn't get the ball first. The Ravens got the ball. They couldn't do it. Steelers get the ball. They get into field goal range. They kick the field goal. Game's over. Steelers, I mean, Vin knows this. They over-celebrated a little bit too soon. Chase Claypool tweeting out playoffs,
God,
baby.
I can't wait till they get demolished by the Chiefs. Bro, I'm going off on the Steelers fans on this one. Bro, you barely got in right now, and you're already saying you guys are going to the Super Bowl. Bro, you delusional. You want to know what happened? Let's just talk about what happened last game. We want to talk about that? What happened? You guys were getting you guys got demolished by the Chiefs. No matter what the scoreline says, you scored how many points? 10? Garbage time, bro. You guys were getting demolished. Big Ben's going to do nothing. Najee Harris is going to do nothing. And it's going to be funny to watch the Steelers go down after this.
Browns and the Bengals, piggybacking off of that. The Browns, obviously, an upsetting season. They should probably move on from Baker Mayfield. I hate to say it, but they should. And the Bengals lose, though, 16-21 to the Browns. This was another good game. Went to overtime. 49ers beat the Rams. You think, well, if the Seahawks would have lost, I mean, the Cardinals win the division. But no, the Rams lose, Cardinals lose, meaning Rams win the division. And the 49ers clinch the playoff berth. So,
yeah.
Then the Bucks just obliterate the Panthers, obviously. In 17-41 final. And the Dolphins beat the Patriots. And then they fire Brian Flores. I don't know what to say. Patriots are kind of overrated. But Patriots lose 24-33. Saints beat the Falcons 30-20. Bills beat the Jets. That was close for a little bit, but the Bills kind of pulled away. They clinched the East. The Raiders beat the Chargers in a thriller. That was Chargers go to the playoffs with that. I thought you just think, oh, they should just like kneel it out here in overtime. But no, they're like, this one of these teams is not going to the playoffs. I mean, come on, Chargers. I mean, what are you doing? You got Justin Herbert. You got all the pieces. Why are you losing to the Raiders to not make the playoffs? But so Vin, right now, who's your Super Bowl pick? Oh, okay. Chiefs and who?
Yep.
Chiefs. Who are they playing in the Super Bowl?
I think it's Packers' year, man. Like, I don't think they choke this year.
I think I had Packers Chiefs again last year. I'm gonna go. Actually, no, I had Bills. Who else was in the playoffs for the NFC? I think I might have had Bills Packers. But I don't trust the Packers. I think the Bills do it. I love the Bills. Gotta love Bills Mafia. Josh Allen and the boys. And so I think Bills and Bucks. The Bills Bucks Super Bowl. I think the Bucks win. So if the Bucks make it there, they're gonna win. I mean, Tom Brady, he's only lost 3 Super Bowls to either Eli Manning or Nick Foles, and unless the Bills or the Chiefs pick up Nick Foles or Eli Manning comes out of retirement, I don't think they're going to do anything. So,
yeah.
But AB developments. So it looks a bit. There's been a lot that's come out about AB in the last week about his ankle. Was he really hurt? He was upset the entire week about not getting enough reps. And the night before, he snuck in a OnlyFans girl into the hotel. They did things. And apparently all night
didn't last long.
Apparently all night he was saying, wait till you see what I do tomorrow. Wait till you see what I do tomorrow. So I mean, AB, it's kind of like, what is you doing? Like you said,
also AB wanted to moon the crowd before leaving.
I mean, what is you doing, AB? Come on. You gotta make better life decisions than that. But I mean, coach firings, let's rattle those off. Brian Flores, that was surprising. Dolphins having a surprising. They went, didn't they go? They went 8. They went 7-8, I think. Or no, 7-9. Or no, they 8-9, right? There's the Dolphins. No, they went 9-8. Respect to the Dolphins, winning season. Did not. I mean, go Marlins. Obviously, not a Miami person, but I mean, shout out to the Dolphins. And then you fire your coach. I mean, come on. Yeah, but I mean, great game for. And then Brian Flores, Zimmer of the Vikings, as well as their GM, gone. That's not surprising. And then Matt Nagy, another not surprising. Bears. I mean, the Bears are the Bears. The Bears. So.
Surprising one was Brian Flores, though.
Yes, Brian Flores.
Like, Dolphins, what is you doing?
I mean, they had a good season. I don't know why they're firing him, but you know,
this is gonna haunt them. They're gonna sign Urban Meyer now.
No, they should not do that. I mean, great game for the Seahawks. I think we showed exactly what we can do. The Cardinals are a playoff team, and we kind of made them look stupid. Let's be honest. Okay, Tyler Lockett for 2 TDs. Rashad Penny running all over the place. I was a non-believer in Rashad Penny. I'll be completely honest. Until like these last 4 weeks, he's looked like an absolute stud out of San Diego State. So I think we should re-sign him. Obviously, T's and P's, Quandre Diggs.
Yep.
Big injury. Probably not going to be able to play in the Pro Bowl, sadly. And I think it looks like Russ is going to stay. I don't know about Pete. I think Pete should stay. I don't know. He should either retire or stay. I don't think he should get fired or just outright
He is a
leave.
mid-coach now. Let's be real here. It's his time to go.
It is probably his time to go. It's time to hang it up. We could get Brian Flores.
That is true.
Seattle.
That is true, Matt Nagy, let's go.
No.
Mike Zimmer.
I don't know. Maybe John Harbaugh. John Harbaugh saying he wants to possibly go to the Raiders. Obviously, John Gruden and all that stuff. But yeah, great game for the Seahawks. I don't know if we can say that enough. Great finish to the season. It was not a pretty season at all. But I mean, that game made it look like it was just a quinky dink in the system. And oops, yep. We went 7-10. Russell got hurt. Probably that those 3 or 4 games. I mean, we're probably in the playoffs if he doesn't get hurt.
Yeah.
You probably win the Steelers game. You probably win the Saints game. So you take those 2 losses, and then you're 9-7, and then you're possibly 9-8, and then you're possibly in the playoffs. So it's because he's got I mean, if he's not hurt, we probably don't beat the Packers though. But the Bears loss is inexcusable, obviously. But I think you just say that was a bad season. Let's just run it back. Get everybody back healthy. Get Rashad Penny going at the start of the season.
Yeah.
Try and stay healthy. But I mean, that's anybody's hope as a team. The Colts collapsed. I didn't watch the game, but I mean, obviously, Colts, come on, just run.
Eagles won the trade.
What?
Eagles won the trade.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
Thanks for the first pick, baby.
Yeah. Wait, so what was so they gave him a first-round pick then if he played 75% of the snaps?
Yeah, he had to play 70% of the snaps. And he did. And they get their first. And the Eagles in their rebuilding year made the playoffs. The Colts didn't. And the Eagles.
This was not a rebuilding year for the Colts, by the way. This was not a rebuilding.
Even if the Eagles are first-round exits, they have 3 first-round picks. They could trade those 3 first-round picks for something. Most likely they're going to draft, but that's just 3 first-round picks and a first-round exit. I mean, that's just crazy.
Yeah. Let's see. So who we got we want wildcard. Super wildcard weekend. We're gonna preview.
Super wildcard weekend.
So on Saturday we got Raiders at Bengals, so that's not gonna be close. That is. I'm hammering the Bengals there. Houday Nation. Shout out. Bills at Patriots at Bills. Bills for sure take that one. I don't see anything. I think the Bills are they're starting to click. Eagles at Bucks. Hate to say this, Finn, but
the Eagles are upsetting, bro.
I don't. I really want to believe that they're going to beat the Bucks.
Eagles are upsetting.
I just don't think so. And then you got the 49ers at the Cowboys. I think the 49ers take that one, actually. I mean, the Cowboys but the 49ers, they played in that tough division. They actually took 2 losses from the Seahawks. And then the Steelers and Chiefs, the Steelers are going to get obliterated. They're going to take it. They're going to take it, and they're just going to have to be like, you know what? We lost. That's fine. And then you got a Monday night game, Cardinals at Rams. I actually think Cardinals take that one. They're not. I think that one's kind of a toss-up. But obviously the Rams, I don't know. They both kind of have stacked rosters. And supposedly J.J. Watt might play for the Cardinals. Supposedly. But, I mean, I think I haven't made a bracket. I probably should at some point. But some of these are pretty obvious. I don't see the Raiders beating the Bengals. I don't see the Steelers beating the Chiefs. but there might be some good games. The Cardinals-Rams game probably will be a good game because it's a divisional rivalry game anyways. So check some of those games out. Obviously, the Packers and the Titans get the bye. Titans getting Derrick Henry back for the playoffs. That is big. Don't think they make the Super Bowl just because they're the Titans. But you never know. Home field advantage. Let's move on to the national championship, the big thing coming up right now. We previewed it a little bit, but I think I have not watched a lot of either team. I know both teams are very good, though, like very, very good. They're both SEC teams. I'm a little bit upset about that. Going to be completely honest. As a West Coast guy, 2 SEC teams does not interest me whatsoever. I hope both of them lose. But 2 very good football programs. I'm probably saying Roll Tide because, screw it. It's funny. Alabama's funny. There's a lot of Alabama jokes. So Roll Tide tonight, personally. I'll probably flip-flop back and forth, but that's probably I'm going to try and take TV or at least watch it on the computer or something tonight because you got to watch the NAT championship. So I wish somebody else was in there. What?
Georgia's winning.
Okay. What do you say, Finn? I'm taking Alabama, but
I'm gonna call you right when Georgia wins. I'm gonna call you. Okay.
Okay. I'm not confident about this Alabama pick, but I'm kind of confident. But I'd probably say I'm probably 60-40 on Alabama win. But I'm not as confident as I was in the SEC championship. I knew Alabama was going to win that game. But when you after you lose to a team, you don't like to lose again. And that's like a thing. Like the Chiefs and the Bucks, Chiefs didn't really feel they had to change anything about their mindset going into the Super Bowl. Bucks lost. They felt they needed to change their mindset. They go into the Super Bowl. They win the Super Bowl. I mean, it's happened a lot of times before. So, and then obviously Harbaugh to the Raiders. Kind of already talked about this. I don't know. Harbaugh to the Raiders. I mean, he was successful in the pros, but I feel like he could do it again. He's one of those coaches where he can coach in college or the NFL, I feel like. There's a fair amount of NBA talk. We don't have Eli today, but I don't know how much Eli watches the NBA. I'm as a Bulls fan, shout out to Luka Doncic. 22 points isn't that impressive, but 22, 14, 14 is a pretty nice day on the court. And Clay and Kyrie come back. Kyrie, if you're the Nets, do you not want home field advantage then? Because then Kyrie can't play.
Yeah.
But Clay putting up, I think, 17 points yesterday wasn't awesome. But, he's first time playing in 2 years, so it's not terrible. Warriors kind of faulting a little bit. They're not playing at 100%. Obviously, Steph kind of hit a cold streak. He got 28 points last night, though. So it's not like 40, but it's 28 points. And I think he made at least 3 threes last night. I think he made 4, which is like a great night for anybody else. And then LeBron is going insane. LeBron, we talked about this morning before school. LeBron, if he keeps this up, he will win MVP, and there is no doubt in my mind. And then does he get that resume up a little bit? I don't know. I still don't think he's anywhere near Jordan. He needs to win that. He needs to win another ring. But I don't know. If he's balling out like this in the playoffs, you don't want to play LeBron. Maybe he'll get a real ring instead of a Mickey Mouse ring, though. And finals favorites right now. You got to put I think I heard it was like 2,400 for the Bulls to win the finals. And they're underrated. You have to admit that. Like they should not be lumped in with the Clippers and the Sixers as finals favorites. I'm not saying they should be like they shouldn't be up there with necessarily. They actually should be up there with the Nets personally. I personally, but I guess we'll just see when it comes playoff time. Finn, do you want to run down the standings?
Yeah, I will. Let's see here. We got the Bulls in first in the East. WAG, I bet you're happy about that. Nets in second. Heat in third. Bucks in fourth. Sixers in fifth. Cavs in sixth. Raptors at 7. Hornets at 8. Wizards at 9. And the Celtics, 19 and 21, barely scraping into the play-in round for the Eastern Conference. In the West, the Warriors and Suns are tied for first. Jazz in third. Grizzlies in fourth. The Mavs in fifth. Nuggets in sixth. Lakers in seventh. Timberwolves in eighth. Clippers in ninth. Spurs in 10th. Kings are in 12th. Only 2 games out on a 4-game losing streak, though, so not looking good.
I think the Mavs should be a dark horse for the finals right now. I mean, Luka's balling. Who's that other guy on there? Trying to remember his name. Dallas Mavericks last night. He's been balling out for him, though, with Luka hurt. Brunson. Yeah, Jalen Brunson. He's a baller. I believe he's leading their team in points and assists, which is pretty good. Luka obviously hasn't been 100% this season. But, I mean, I don't know. They look pretty good. They beat the Bulls, and the Bulls are supposed to be, I guess, good at this point. But they're still obviously, shout out to DeMar DeRozan, back-to-back games with the buzzer beater, game-winning. I think it was a 3-1, and then he had a 3 in the second one, and then a 2 in the first one. But still very impressive. Obviously, Eli was saying DeMar should win MVP in the last episode. And I mean, 6,500. You might as well just put like $5 on and be like, you know what? He goes on a run. I mean, you never know. And then moving on to college basketball. How about the Pac-12? West Coast is the best coast. I mean,
West Coast is the best coast.
What's UCLA is at 3 or 4? I'm gonna pull it up. Pull up the little.
UCLA is not at 4.
See, college basketball rankings. Let's see. NCAA men's basketball. Let's see. So rankings. Baylor, Gonzaga. UCLA is at 3. USC is at 5. Arizona is at 6. They don't have anybody else, but 3 teams in the top 10. Let's go. Let's go, Pac-12. Yeah. Let's go. And then obviously Illinois sneaking in at 11-3 in the 25 spot. Obviously I would like them to be better than that, but you know, when you don't have Io, shout out to Io. His number got retired. He's up in the rafters in Champaign. So shout out to Io getting that. Duke, what are you doing? Why are you losing Miami? I mean, come on.
Mid program.
I mean, I can't disagree with you. Mid programs lose to Miami, so it's like, what are you doing, Duke? Duke is supposed to be like the prestige program. Now they're sitting at 8 behind Purdue. Big Ten not looking too good. I mean, you got Purdue at 7, MSU at 8. Actually, they're actually not looking that bad. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They got 5 teams in the top 25, so that's actually pretty good. Forget what I just said. But Pac-12's got 3 in the top 6, so it's pretty stellar. We'd like Washington to be in there.
Yeah.
That doesn't look like it's going to happen in the near future. And we still have lockout. Still have a lockout. Still haven't talked I've heard they're going to talk soon.
Yeah.
But we don't know if it's going to be one of those. Do you want to do this? No, I don't want to do this. Do you want to do this? No, I don't want to do this. Okay, I'm done. And then they leave. Baseball is not looking like it's going to be coming soon. But I think we might have talked about this when the news originally, like the A's possibly moving to Vegas.
Yeah.
Like, I would like to go to the Oakland Coliseum before they either leave. They're going to close the Coliseum because that is a bad stadium. But I like to go just to like go to the stadium, just kind of see what it's like, how bad it is. But yeah, that is a bad stadium that needs to be replaced. And they just don't get enough money. Oakland doesn't want to do a new stadium. So it's completely possible that Oakland loses another sports team. I mean, what are you doing, Oakland? You lost the Warriors. They had the Warriors in Oakland. You lost the Raiders. You had the Raiders in Oakland. You lost possibly going to lose the A's. Then you don't have any more sports teams. They have to go you either have to cross the bridge or you have to go to Cal games. That's pretty much what you have to do. But Oakland, come on, Oakland. Just keep the A's there. Build a nice stadium. You want although I was talking about this with somebody today, Finn. The sports betting that you could do in Vegas with the baseball team would make them so much money.
Yep.
It financially, it might work really well in Vegas. But
yeah.
I want to see the A's stay in Oakland. But they might move to Vegas, and it's just they are not going to have a minor. You can move the minor league team to Oakland. You kind of flip flop. Actually, if you don't even have a stadium, you can't even move the minor league team there because they already have a minor league team. But would you keep the minor league team there? I don't know. So all these questions, because I believe their minor league team is in Vegas. And Vegas will be like, baseball stadium, that's easy. And then we'll just throw one up. That's going to be super fancy because it's Vegas. And let's just give a quick shout out. Go Mariners. Just go Mariners. Go Mariners. Go Mariners. Believe. And last week we did for our minor league teams, we did the Everett Aqua Sox, the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs, and then the Rocket City Trash Pandas. This week, we're going to do another 3. Obviously, Jumbo Shrimp still on our minds, rent-free. Let's do, obviously, actually, you know what? We're going to start off with Tacoma Rainiers. Tacoma, if you don't know, city south of Seattle. We're a Northwest podcast, so you probably know what Tacoma is or where it is. And our AAA team's there. Possibly thinking about going to a game this year. Want to try to go because the skill play, no offense to the Aqua Sox, it's probably a little bit better. But let's give a shout out to the let's try and find some good ones. You know what? Aberdeen Iron Birds, a low A team. For who are they a low A team for?
Yeah.
I don't want to know what single A baseball is. They are a single A for who are they a single A team for? Tell me, internet, tell me. Oh, they are a single A affiliate of your Baltimore Orioles. So go Iron Birds. I can't tell what their mascot is. What is an Iron Bird? But we're not going to question it. We're just going to. And then Let's go with the Fort Myers Mighty Muscles. What a great name. They are another single A team of the Minnesota Twins. Look at that logo. That is a beautiful logo. It is just a muscle holding a baseball bat.
Yep.
Can I buy stuff from the shop? Let's see if they got any good stuff. That looks pretty. Shop caps. Okay, their website is not ideal, but you know what? They got some good hats. Check them out. And then actually that's all three. So Ironbirds, the jumbo shrimp is obviously still our favorite.
Yeah, it is.
You can't really beat the jumbo shrimp. I'll find some better ones for next week. But the Mighty Muscles is another good one. It's another good one. Oh, I don't know if we talked about this. Jake Paul knocked the F out of Tyron Woodley. Like he knocked him out ice cold.
Yeah.
But he's got to fight a real boxer one of these days.
Yep. He's got to.
I mean, if he's just trying to make money, then this is a very good idea. But if he wants to try and call himself a boxer, he's not boxing because he's boxing not real boxers, even though he's boxing. All right.
Yeah.
Well, Finn, do you have anything to share? Oh, you want to? Actually, no, we'll do that next week. We'll do like a Hall of Fame ballot. I'll send you who's on the list. But yeah, we'll fill out our own little Hall of Fame ballot and we'll tell you who's on it next week. But 9 minutes till kickoff. So we got to skedaddle. Roll Tide. Finn thinks Georgia's going to win. I think Alabama's going to win. I don't know who's going to win, really. But thank you all for listening. It's Vegas Lightning. That's what the Oakland A's should call themselves.
Yeah.
When the time comes, when they have to move. But thank you all for listening.
Thank you all
or watching. I'm gonna get a jumbo shrimp hat. I've decided. I'm going to get a jumbo shrimp hat.
You do it.
They're out of my size when I looked, but I'm gonna try it again. But I mean, just see you all. For Super Wildcard Weekend, we're gonna be recapping
Super Wildcard Weekend.
The next time we talk to you. So thank you all for watching.